guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I got.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 55, Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl title, when his guys really outmanned a Kansas City team who came up short in their quest to go back-to-back. And you look at these two quarterbacks, Brady, just a legend of the game. Many say the GOAT. Mahomes, certainly you could say, on a similar trajectory. And then we'd be remiss for not mentioning these two, of course, shared a Madden cover back in 2021. So this, a hot ticket indeed here in Tampa. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Kansas City infused some major hustle into its pass rush this offseason with the drafting of George Karlaftis, a nonstop motor and great physical ability to get to the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning. mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Yellow.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is caught by Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Buccaneers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got him that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here's Jake Camarda now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Brady now on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From midfield, here's Brady. This is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete. Moore. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady, and the Chiefs are going to get him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he stopped immediately there. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mahomes now on first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Less fanfare for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they handed him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go, tick.
Fournette on the counter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs are back within a score.
Succop for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones, 34 yards. And the Bucs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. But he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to go right over his head as this game progresses.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 72. Alert!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Underneath, he's got Brate. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Fournette. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they'll throw with Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. Here's Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a fourth and goal. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw, Brady. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes finding Hardman. Taking it right down Broadway. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 35, Buccaneers 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive last. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Kansas City, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bucs,
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best.